Good morning to all of our people out there. We're having a few technical issues. Thank you for bearing with us. We are sorry for that. Lots of things going on today. Good morning, Eduardo.
Good morning, Robert. So good morning, you guys. Also, good evening, you guys in Asia. So you're welcome to our town hall meeting. I'm sorry for our delay. So we have a great news for you guys today. I hope you guys had a great week and you guys gonna enjoy our Friday evening. We also have a special guest that we're gonna bring some motivation, bring some good news for you guys in order to prepare everybody to go back to the ship because I can see a light in the end of this road right now. So what we have for today?
Well, first of all, we want to start off. It is 9/11, and it was 19 years ago at 9 a.m. this morning on a Friday that the Twin Towers in New York, there was of course, everybody knows the story, so we'd like to take a moment of silence to remember those people. Thank you for joining us in that. And again, as Eduardo says, welcome to our Friday town hall. As we go through disasters and we go through things that happen, 9/11 and of course the pandemic, which is going on today, there are lights and there are bright spots in everything that happens. And we do have a bright spot here at CTI that we would like to share with the world. And the gentleman who also works in our graphics department, Mr. Matthias, and his lovely wife, Ingrid, just had a baby. So we would like to share the baby pictures with you. An absolutely amazing thing. As we say every year when something of this happens, there's always some bright spots, and of course this is one of them. So we know that they're watching. So again, a very welcome to them, and again, thank you for all that you do. Congratulations on your baby, and lots of love from the CTI family.
Yeah.
Have you seen the baby pictures? Aren't they great?
Beautiful, handsome guy.
Right. All right, so let's get into our news, and the first on the list today, we're going to run our news articles here. So right after this, we'll be back with the news. As usual, Carnival is in the news, and of course that's a great thing. The more news we hear from them, the happier we are, of course, with all the things that they're doing. Christine Duffy is their president, as you probably all know if you work for Carnival. She had a great announcement. Please watch this video that we have for you.
Hello to our Carnival family. I wanted to check in with all of you on board and those of you at home to let you know we are thinking of you and understand how difficult it is for those of you who aren't working during this extended pause in our operation. I also want to share some of the news and highlights of the work that we have been doing since my last video message. We were very excited to announce that Mardi Gras is going to be delivered at the end of this year, and she will arrive in her beautiful new terminal in Port Canaveral in January. We also announced that her sister ship will be delivered in November of 2022 and sail from Miami. She will be named Carnival Celebration in honor of our 50th birthday. Planning has begun to resume the transformation work from Carnival Victory to Carnival Radiance, and she will now have a new home port in Long Beach, California, being delivered in May of 2021. We've also announced changes to the Carnival fleet that focus on our Fantasy class ships. Fantasy and Inspiration have been sold, and Fascination and Imagination have been moved to long-term layup status. These reductions are consistent with the announcement the Carnival Corporation has made about reducing the company-wide fleet by 13 ships. With these changes, we announced that Carnival Sensation will be moving to Mobile, and that as part of our fleet plan, which is focused on the ability for our guests to be able to drive to their cruise vacations, we will not have a ship home ported in San Juan as we restart operations. Even with these changes, Carnival Cruise Line will remain the largest cruise line brand in the company, with 26 ships when Mardi Gras and Celebration arrive. Now remember, These XL ships are 2.5 times the size of a Fantasy class ship, so we will still be serving more guests than we did in 2019. Now I know that what you are most interested in is when are we getting back to cruising with guests? And for those of you at home, when can you come back to work? We have extended our pause in the US until the end of October. In Australia, we have canceled cruises through December 2nd. However, we are very excited to see our colleagues at Costa and AIDA are returning to cruise operations in Europe with support of both the German and Italian governments. We're also happy to see that testing has become more accessible, more affordable, and faster, which provides us with the ability to implement testing for crew and guests. For our North American ships, Carnival Corporation is working with us to develop new protocols and operating procedures that will allow us to submit a plan to secure approval from the CDC to resume sailing. Now, we don't know when the CDC will lift its no-sail order, but we are working in earnest to ensure that we will be ready to operate whenever the no-sail order is lifted. We are committed to a safe return to operations as soon as possible. But as I already mentioned, whenever we get back to guest operations, our return will be gradual. We will likely focus on a small number of home ports at the beginning, with only a portion of our fleet. Just like it took time to get all of our crew home, it will take time to get all of our team members back on board. So the bottom line is that the restart of our cruise operation, when we can resume, will be phased in. The great news is it's clear our guests are very anxious to get back to cruising, which means we have demand from consumers and especially from our past guests. You should know that we are waiving seniority rules so that this time away during the extended pause will not impact your employment status with the company. Finally, a special shout out to crew members who spent many months on the ship waiting to get home to their families from countries that had restricted travel. I am pleased to say with almost all of our repatriation efforts behind us, we are down to the safe operational manning levels that we need to keep our ships safe and maintained during this layup period. And I want to thank our colleagues who remain on board under our minimum operational manning plan. Your continued commitment and work to support compliance, health, safety, and environmental protection, especially during this extended pause, is so important. All of us appreciate your efforts and your professionalism. I can only imagine how lonely it is being on a Carnival cruise ship without guests, and we are thinking of you every day. For everyone, please continue to stay informed by reading, listening, and watching the information we share. And please, and most importantly, continue to stay safe, whether on land or at sea. We can't wait to welcome you back, and I remain immensely proud of our great Carnival team and look forward to the day that we will be sailing again. Remember, we are Carnival and we will be back. Thank you all.
As you can see, Christine says there that it'll be a phased-in approach. So all of our Carnival crew, if you wish to be in that phased-in approach, again, we push you to get your documents ready. Also, there is, you may have heard that they'll be sailing from ports where people can drive. So naturally, the ships will be going to close destinations. They may be doing 1 or 2 or 3 cruises to nowhere, but again, a very structured phased-in approach. So that means that everybody will not be coming back at the same time. One of the most important issues as well is that the seniority issues have been waived. And for those who you think, oh, I've been here the longest, I'll go back the fastest, now it's those who have the documents ready who will be going back the fastest. So documentation is extremely important. We've been talking about this for a while, guys.
For sure, for sure.
Next up, we have Costa Cruises. And Costa Cruises, as you know, last week they did their first cruise. I hear it's fairly successful. And again, a phased-in approach. They're also expanding their season. If you look at Costa's webpage, they've redone some of their itineraries. So keep that in mind if you work for Costa Cruises. We'd like to talk about some crew movements. This is from CTI itself, of course. We've got people going back to Viking. There were ships that are requesting, we call these our supplemental crew, crew that keep the ship running on a daily basis. We have 4 that went back to Viking, and courtesy of CTI Jakarta, CTI Jogja, also CTI Perwita. Yes, they also had a person that has gone back. So hello to the team over there, and thank you for your hard work. A lot which happens there is we've had a couple guys scheduled 3 and 4 times. So for those crew who haven't gone back yet, please be aware that it is a moving target. Sometimes the airlines won't let you on. Sometimes the document's not ready from the port agent. Sometimes, your flight ticket may be wrong. But this is to be expected for a while, as everybody has these new normal procedures that they're trying to get used to. And
No, yes, like I'm just,
yeah.
We keep telling you guys here over and over and about prepare your documentation. If you're watching right now, some crew members is going to the ship. Maybe you had your assignment and your assignment has been canceled. Don't feel frustrated about that, because as Robert just mentioned here, those crew that is coming to the ship right now is only to keep the ship up and running for the daily basis, just simple things. I don't think the ship goes over 60 crew members at this time.
Oh no.
But we guys can feel that something is going to happen really positive for the next like 2 or 3 months.
Oh yeah.
We have the expectation that November, December, the cruise line is going to sell the full ship in order to open new opportunities for you guys that already work on Carnival, already work on Royal or Morella or any other cruise line you might work. So keep in mind that have your documentation done, give you guys the opportunity to receive your opportunity as soon as they come up. Like someone call you and your documentation is done, so you're gonna be the first one to join the ship. However, if you say, I don't believe, I think this COVID is not gonna let us go back to the ship again, so you're gonna keep watching and see people come to the ship in front of your face. So do not delay, contact your office. I know right now we are trying to avoid gatherings and things like that, but you also can send email to your office. You also can contact them through WhatsApp and any social media, and they're going to support you, right? Many things can be done through internet. Right. You don't have to personally go to your office, but make sure you have the basic document in hands. We know that the visa is always the last documentation, but you guys can go ahead and start to prepare yourself, because the opportunity is coming, and it's coming right here in front of your face.
But the visa and the PCR test naturally is the 72 hours before they join.
Oh yeah.
Also, for those who are in Indonesia, you may have heard, I'm sure you've heard on the news, that Jakarta is going back into a quarantine situation, the city of Jakarta, and this may affect some of the document processing. So everyone out there, again, the office, I believe that the office is going to be working online. If you have an appointment to go to the office, be sure and call, because they may not be there. I believe that the governor of Jakarta has decided on another quarantine period, which may, no one knows how long it'll last, 2, 3, 4 weeks, a month. But for those who are in the Jakarta area, be sure to contact the office. Don't just show up there and say, I'm here, because you may not get in. These are new protocols taking place. Also, you may remember we did a special report, I believe it was a week ago or 2 weeks ago, on scams that are going on.
Yeah.
And yes, they continue. And I borrowed this from a great website. I'm sure you guys have visited that. It's called the Cruise Center. And they also reported on this. This is recently, as a couple days ago, that there are scams that are continuing. They know that people want jobs. There were actually 4 people in Singapore that were arrested and put into jail. They were saying that They had positions open for Dream Cruises. Apply here. Send us some money. Be very careful if you see people using Gmail addresses, Yahoo addresses, all of these specific addresses that are not company related. We did say last week, again, call the company and say, by the way, do you have your documents? Talk to a person. It's not just a WhatsApp application. If it's a WhatsApp and you send money, please don't do that, right? A major cruise line or anybody who has a license, any agency, whether it be CTI, MALAYSIA, CF Sharp, all of these people are officially licensed, right? So the cruise lines will be going through them. Do not think that individuals, some of these people may be former crew members and say, hey, I've got jobs for you. Please don't fall for that, right?
So also make sure you have your own agents, right? Make sure you work with an agent, because as you try to do on your own, let's say if you already work on a ship and you believe that you have enough experience to manage your career on your own, and you don't want to go through any agents, that's when the scams take place.
Absolutely.
Or why? Because an agent is responsible, has the license to work with the government, and is going to cover, make sure that you are going working overseas, and by the time your contract is over, it's going to bring you back safely. So the other hand, we have a scam people, which doesn't work for nobody. They create their own laws, and of course, they are going to tell you what would you like to hear. For example, at this moment, we are bringing to you guys the latest information about what's going on in the industry. We would love to tell you that we have 1,000 positions available right now, but unfortunately, we don't have. As I'm saying, the ship max right now is 50, 60, just to do the daily basic on the ship. So, but we believe that sooner, guys, and when I say sooner, like maybe 2 or 3 months, that's what we believe. It can change, yes. We believe that sooner we'll have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 position available, and that's the opportunity coming. So if you try to go to the ship right now and you don't have an agent, be careful, right?
Absolutely.
And you mentioned about the domain using Yahoo or using Gmail, Hotmail, things like that. I've seen people using like a RRCCL luxury, like they use even domain that looks like the real cruise line.
I've seen as well.
Yeah, they make you believe they create fake website and look like the website is that cruise line. So be careful, be careful. Look for your agents. Make sure you're not rushed to go back to the ship. Be patient. I know that this time is tough. Many people is running out of money, but if you don't be careful, you might end up without money. You might end up without your job, and you got frustrated about it. So be careful with that. As Robert was mentioned here, the numbers of scams is increasing a lot.
I think right now we have a maritime challenge.
Maritime challenge. Yeah. Oh yeah. So guys, if you haven't subscribed in our channel, let me invite you guys. Unfortunately, today we had some issues on our YouTube, and we couldn't deliver to you guys our message, our town hall through our YouTube. But I want to take advantage and then say thank you for all you guys watching us through Facebook. We have almost 300 people watching during the lifetime, which is good for us, and we want to keep increasing that, delivering more information to you.
You should like.
Yeah, no, they're gonna give a like to us, but I want to ask you guys. We already have 70 shares, so I would like to ask you guys to click on the button on Facebook right now, because you guys are watching, and then share this live. Right? Share this live with your friends. When we finish this live here, we're gonna also upload this live on YouTube, so you guys also be able to watch one more time. And for our maritime challenge, guys, it's been very successful. We've been receiving a lot of videos from people all over the world. We have cooks, we have singers, we have drummers, we have dancers, yes. We have storytellers. And today I'm going to present you 2 different stories. One is a storyteller, someone from Indonesia, again, because Indonesia, guys, is a mess, very active. And we have another singer, but this singer here, this guy is famous in Carnival. He is working at Carnival Miracle, which is one of Carnival ships, and he's very famous there. And he works in entertainment, like he plays guitar and he sings. So he does really well. We are not going to play the full video. The full video, guys, going to be able to watch on our YouTube. But I'm going to give you guys a little bit about what this guy is capable of. He's amazing. Let's share. I want to share that video with you guys. His name is Arif, and he worked at Carnival Miracle.
Please show your appreciations for the one, the only, Arif.
That's where my baby stays. I said we're homes over yonder. Lord, that's where my baby stay. I'm been home to see my baby. It's not tonight and one of days. Way back up on the hill, I might as well go over yonder, baby. The way back yonder across the hill. Thank you very much. That's not enough. Just what I'm saying. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciations for Arif. Well done, my friend. Also, just to let you know, ladies and gentlemen, he's not from the Philippines. He's actually from Indonesia.
You see, the audience was thinking that he was from Philippines, but he's from Indonesia. One thing, guys, as a singer or performer working in the entertainment department, and I believe that he went like you, went as a cook, assistant cook, maybe he went as a steward, and all of a sudden someone saw him singing or doing something, and then he got the opportunity to be where he is right now. And as we presented here before, we have great talent about
Absolutely.
singing. People can dance, people can perform on the stage, and maybe you're just going to the ship doing one role, like one position, and all of a sudden you get the opportunity to perform and do the thing that you love to do. Like, as you guys see, he looks like one of the Rolling Stones, like playing that guitar and then singing, and you can see how happy he is. So this is extremely important. So as you submit your video to us and then we present here, we give also the opportunity so you can show your talent. And one day I believe that if you pursue that, you're gonna have the opportunity. Maybe you can work on a stage on a ship, or maybe you can work in a different place, but you also gonna be able to share with thousands of people worldwide about what you're good with. Maybe you're not only good cooking, but maybe you're good in teaching people how to cook. Maybe you're good teaching people how to play guitar or how to sing, and you have that passion inside of you, and you want to bring that up here. And one of the I want to mention that because today we have the special guest, and he was very famous in the United States, playing baseball, and right now he's teaching, he's coaching guys. They want to become a professional athlete. He teach guys from 16 to 30 years old, and he's doing really well. He worked for the Major League Soccer,
Right, Chicago.
Chicago Cubs.
Yes.
And
We're going to have him come up in just a
we're
few
gonna
moments,
few
so
moments. We're gonna
stand
bring
by
him
for that,
here.
guys.
And that's what that life is about. It like he gonna tell about his story, but him, like you, had that big dream inside of yourself. But of course, to achieve that, you have to master your game. You have to master your skills in order to become a pro. And maybe today you are just starting. Maybe you're assistant cook. Maybe you're thinking to go to one school. But if you keep in mind that you want to become a chef de cuisine, you want to have your own restaurant, your own business, you need to understand that the journey won't be easy.
Absolutely.
And we at CTI
Hard
right
work.
now, we are giving you guys the opportunity to share with us your talent. We have one video here from another guy called Arif. He's from Indonesia as well. In his video is almost 2,000 views. So he sings really well. You know, he has amazing talent. And we never know. Maybe tomorrow he can become a famous singer in his country or in a different place. So guys, do not think that you're not capable. Please go to our website, cti-usa.com, and submit your video, doing whatever you feel like that you love to do. And then share with us here, because we're gonna bring this video here on our town hall meeting, and we're gonna let everybody knows about you, what you have inside of your heart.
All right, guys, moving on. We still have a few more things to get through. We've got news from Fred Olsen. And for those from Holland America Line who have worked on the amazing New Amsterdam, she is now at Fred Olsen. So if you'd like to take a cruise on there, of course, Fred Olsen would love to have you on there. By the way, they're going to be sailing on a 7-night cruise from Scotland and Northern Ireland. And the cruise will start from Southampton on March 5th. So we wish them a lot of success. I know I worked on a ship in the past, and you tend to love a ship that you work on. It's like home, and when it's sold to someone else, it's kind of like starting a new relationship. You're kind of sad that relationship's
Fresh,
over, but
right? You kind of get fresh.
yeah. So hopefully, all the best to Fred Olsen and their continued success. Congratulations. Moving on to Morella Cruises. Morella Cruises has they're talking about their 2021-22 cruise program. Again, they're excited to get started. I see that they're going to be doing some Caribbean islands, so that'll be very exciting. They must have gotten some approvals there, and that's great news. From December the 21st, their home port will be Barbados. So for those in the Caribbean, if you want to take a nice cruise on Morella, just get over to Barbados, and they're going to St. Vincent, they're going to the U.S. Virgin Islands, they're going to Puerto Rico, Guadalupe, so the Grenadines as well. Great cruise. So it's good to see that cruising is heading back.
That's amazing.
Next, we promised on this show that we would have 2 world premieres. This is our first one. We're actually putting a new logo together, and what we're doing is we're bringing all seafarers together. We've had a gentleman who works for us. He's in Brazil. His name is Enrique. He has put this video together. You're going to see a lot more of this. So this is our first world premiere of the day. Let's see it.
Wow, it's tough.
All right, guys, we are back, and again, that's our first world premiere video. We have the second one. Don't go anywhere. The second one coming up is all about those who are going back to the ship, and some of the things that there'll be a weekly series on those, by the way. So be sure and catch that. But hang on with us till the end there. The gentleman from my left here, and we'd like to say welcome to Mr. Armando Gambino.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
He is actually from the Caribbean, and we're going to be talking to him in a few moments. Actually, let's do it now,
Yes.
right? We're so glad you came to join us, right? You know, Armando is a world famous pitcher. We've got some things to show you, and one of the things that impresses me, I've known Armando 4 years, 3 years,
5.
5 years. Oh my goodness, I didn't know it was that long.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're very glad to have him here. He's a world famous pitcher. He was right now with Chicago Cubs.
Yes.
Right? And, he's a coach with the Chicago Cubs. Now, you see on the screen here, check out this ring. This ring, and we're going to show it to you live. This is absolutely massive, guys. If I were in Asia, some of that could be a wristband for some of the ladies over there. It's such a big ring, but it is an amazing ring. Let's have a look at that. We'll go live here.
Oh, I think it's not showing yet.
Check out this ring, guys. Check out this ring. It's massive. And what's the cost of that ring?
This one is about almost like a $25,000.
$25,000 US.
Actually, but for you, it doesn't have a estimate price, right? So it's some.
It's the value.
Yeah,
it's
the value
the earning, right?
Yeah.
To earn a ring such as that. Professionally, Armando has played for the Baltimore Orioles and the Cleveland Indians, and also the Minnesota Twins.
Yes. Yeah. My name is Armando Gambino, and I'm originally from the Dominican Republic, and I do have two beautiful daughters, Ashley and Sarah, 18 and 10 years old, and I'm come from a very humble family, which I have a sister, two other brothers, and myself, and my dad, Esteban Gambino, which is I'm very proud of him, and he's the bigger reason why I am where I am today.
Wow, amazing. So we have the other side. A lot of dreamers, right? A lot of people want to work on a ship, also make their family proud of them, the same way that you're proud of your father, or proud of your family. So we want to kind of relate your story with their story, because right now we have our audience they can't wait to go back to the ship so they can continue their career. So can you talk about when did you start your career, and how did you get where you are right today?
Well, I started my career at the age of 17, back 2001, back in Dominican, and I was able to reach my dream at the age of 24. So it took me 9 years of challenge and a lot of difficulties in life, but I was able to because my heart was involved, and no matter what I was facing, I always stayed through every single day.
So it means like it took 9 years for you to become pro. That's what you're saying, like to start.
Well, I was pro, but to reach the higher level, it took me 9 years.
Well, this is a good point, because sometimes in life we have that desire to become a pro. Let's relate with our audience here. Let's say we have a cook right now. Usually it's the most position that we go to the ship, like assistant cook. They want to become a chef one day. And then when they become a CDP or chef de party, which is a really good position on the ship, they're already a pro, because they manage a galley, they take care of a couple employees into the galley, and some of them they stop there. Like, which means you became a pro. How many years took to you to become a pro?
I already 20 years already.
Like 4 years. In 4 years you were already pro.
No, I mean at the age of 17, I was already a pro.
Pro, okay, which means at age, let's say after 3 years working on the ship, you might become a CDP. So, but you have all the positions above you that you have to master, like you say, it took 9 years. So you get that mentality, technically, and all the kind of things you had to master, correct?
Absolutely is. I mean, like becoming a professional is the first step. But there is a long way for you to establish yourself and to develop yourself, which is the biggest one is the commitment. Any circumstance that you go through, commitment is going to be the different one that allow you to stay with it and focus on what is your goal at the end of the tunnel.
So when you say about commitment, why? It's because there's many things along the way that can distract you from what you want?
Absolutely. There is a lot of distraction in and off the field, and there is a lot of situations that you got to face, a lot of failure, but one failure, one day, one bad game, it doesn't mean this is the end of your life. Like I said, that's why commitment or discipline is what makes the differences. Because no matter what you're going through, if you still have the uniform on it, you still have an opportunity to get your dream go through.
So Armando, some of our people out there will say, okay, we're in the food and beverage industry, we're housekeeping, we're deck and engine, what does a guy who plays baseball have to do with us, right? And one of the reasons we thought it would be great to have you here is that you deal with people now being a coach, and a coach naturally guides a person through their success, right? And the person who's being guided doesn't always have a great day, right? And for example, like those who may not be working on the ship at the moment, they think, oh my God, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? The same thing can happen on a baseball field. The guy wakes up, he has a bad day, and he says, okay, I'm sending you home. Well, you have to go home. You have to re-motivate him to say you can do this, right? So to all of our people out there, we would say to you, right? There will be situations in life that you cannot control. The only thing that God gave us control of is our mind, right? We can control our mind. If you let it get you down and, oh my God, this is terrible, and you drag yourself into a hole, then you're going to stay there. So if you're a coach, what would you tell this person out there who says, oh, I just don't feel like it? What would you tell them? And they're about that age too.
Well, I mean, like, it doesn't matter what you're going through. We all, at any stage in life, we had a bad day and difficult day and challenge in front of us. But the most important thing is what is important for you. At the moment that you understand what is important for you, you always going to have a why. I'm going to wake up and I'm going to try it again.
Right.
So can we see this pandemic as an obstacle right now that we requires from them a commitment, as you were saying, the commitment like took you here. So this pandemic right now is a big obstacle, and then requires from them a commitment to say, you know what, no matter what I'm going through, I have to commit to go back to the ship and review my skills, understand the new protocol. That's why you think that?
Absolutely, yes, because we all facing this challenge, what we're going through. But personally, in our business, we took this opportunity to increase our knowledge, to increase what we believe, and also whatever skill that we have personally, increase those skills. So when we go back to baseball, we're gonna be more prepared to provide knowledge and resources for our players, so we can have the best major league system in baseball.
We were talking a little bit earlier, and just to that question, I said, what have you learned during this time off? Because baseball's taking a pause as well, right? The training is taking a pause. But what it has provided is the opportunity to sit back and think and really work on your skill. Really take your time to think and say, something, what can I do better? Because in our normal jobs, what happens is we get time off, we rush home, we do all the things we have to do, it becomes a routine. Now that routine is broken, it's now time to think and reevaluate ourselves, right?
Yep, absolutely, yes, because every day we have an opportunity to improve ourselves.
Right.
That's our very individual challenge to whatever you do in life, you got to challenge yourself to improve yourself. So this opportunity, like I took the 6 months to really improve my English, to improve the knowledge about technology. This is a tool that we're using in baseball. And now I am a better coach because I do have a foundation and I have a solid knowledge of what we believe as an organization.
Mm-hmm.
So we're very confident that what we have right now, we are the best organization in baseball.
Now there's the Chicago Cubs. That's amazing, right? So if you look at you've been in 3 major leagues, right? Or 3 major teams: the Minnesota Twins, the Baltimore Orioles, and the Cleveland Indians. And now Chicago. Who's the best? I probably shouldn't ask you that, but who do you like the best?
I mean, each one of them are very unique, but
there you go. That's the right answer.
Absolutely, yes. I've learned from each one of them, and I grow.
Right. And you got 2 daughters.
Absolutely, yes.
What do they do? Are they in school? Are they working? Or
yes, my older daughter, she's got a new job, and also she speaks very good English, and she's ready for college.
Yeah.
Yep. And my 10 years old, she's already in 6th grade, and she's also doing amazing.
Super, super, super.
So for you guys, I was talking to him behind the scenes. If you guys don't know, he has a 6-month season, right? Per year, 6 months, and then you stay at home 6 months. That's the moment when you improve your skills that you mentioned here.
Yes.
The season is 6 months, then you go home, stay 6 months off, then return again.
Yes.
So same thing to you guys. You guys go to the ship, you stay 7 to 8 months, it depends the cruise line, and then you go back. Usually you have 2 more months to improve your skills. And usually these 6 months you take time during the day and say at this moment I'm going to improve my English or I'm going to improve my technique? Like how you master that? Like,
Well, I mean, every year we have a goal, and each players, they have a skill they need to develop. So even when you go home, you're still committed to yourself because when you go back, you got to come back better than where you were. So
this is a good point. This is a good, mostly right now because of this pandemic. Of course, the cruise line are going to select the best of the best, as they are not going to return with the full ship, and coming back better than you were, give you the opportunity to always be part of the team. That's what you mentioned, right?
yes, yes, absolutely. It's our, like I say, it's our responsibility to improve because it's not about competing with somebody else. It's just be the best you could be yourself.
Great.
Let's check and see if we have any questions from the audience. We're getting close here. We've got our second world premiere video coming right up. But anyone have any questions for Armando?
Yeah.
Because as you got some there.
Guys, if you have any question for him, let's open for them. Like, you guys can type here on our Facebook. You don't have YouTube today, and we are going to ask him. As you guys can see, we are relating with what you guys do. I know he's an athlete, which is really good because as an athlete, he has a commitment with himself. And as you use that skill that he has, you also is going to master your game, and you're going to put yourself in a different level. So that's the reason we brought him here, because we believe that he has a lot of values to give to you guys. If you guys have any question, right? So
Okay.
go type here as we go to. We're going to go for a break. We're
Right.
gonna go to a break. And then-
The next thing coming up is our second world premiere video. And again, I would like to thank Odie in Jakarta. I would like to thank Henrique in Brazil, and all the people involved in putting this together. So guys, what's happening here, this is going to be a series, and we're going to try to put one up every week. As we go back to the ship, there are specific protocols that we must meet. So we have some characters that we're introducing today. We'll be introducing more next week. So this will be an ongoing thing. So we invite you, actually the videos are going to be on YouTube.
Right.
So there will be a series. So you'll have to watch them from beginning to end, because it's very important, right, that you'll find a little humor in the videos, but the protocols are going to be the same. So let's go to that. This one is called Getting Ready to Sail, A Safe Return to the Ship.
Hello.
Hello, is this Matt? Hello, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi, this is Ragna, Vice President of Operations, from the head office. I have great news. We believe that it won't be long before we sail the seven seas again. I'm so excited I can hardly stand myself.
That's great. I'll get on the phone to the team right away. Thank you for the wonderful news, Ratner. See you soon in Miami. Who should I call first?
Hey Matt, what's shaking, dude?
Hey Marcos, getting a lot of email and calls out.
I thought we were on operational pause. Don't you ever stop working? Go chill out, man.
Well, listen my friend. I have great news. We are going to start to get ready to head back to work.
Wow. I can't wait.
Okay my friend. I'll be in touch with more news next week. I have to call the hotel director and see what he is up to. Start your week in preparations and stay safe. You know, we all have a lot of new medical tests to do, and I do not want to lose a single crew member or person on our team.
Okay, Chief. You stay safe too, and see you soon.
Yippee!
Let me check in with the medical team. I'll FaceTime them to see how they are doing.
She told me she got COVID-19. She can hardly breathe. I told her she should stay back 6 feet. I'm not the one. Wear a mask, spreading germs all around. She told me she got COVID-19. She can hardly breathe. I told her she should stay back 6 feet. I'm not the one. Wear a mask, spreading germs all around.
Hello, Dr. Nyoman office. How can I help you?
Wow, Judy. Are you and Dr. Newman practicing for the crew show?
Matt, it's all a secret of what's to come.
Great. Judy, are you sitting down?
No, is there something wrong?
Wrong. Nothing could be more right. We are going to get ready to go back to the ship earlier than we thought. And I'm sure the team will be excited.
Oh Matt, this is great news. Let me page Dr. Nyoman. Calling Dr. Nyoman. Please come to the infirmary. Dr. Nyoman to the infirmary, please.
Judy, what's the big rush? I was busy practicing my MJ routine on a full stomach of nasi goreng.
Dr. Nyoman, prepare yourself. We are getting ready to go back to the ship. We are going to Miami to join the MS Happy Seafarer. We are going to teach the crew as much as we currently know about our new COVID-19 protocols.
That's great. The crew will learn the things they must do before leaving home. And the things we know so far, while working on the ship.
Hello, this is Taylor. How may I assist you?
Hi Taylor, this is Matt. Lol, when you answer the phone, I believe we were still on the ship.
Matt. You cruise directors have all the lives of glitz and glamour. Attend all the parties, take pictures with all the pretty ladies while we hotel managers slave behind the desk in mounds of paperwork.
Now Taylor, settle down. I have some good news. We are heading back to the ship soon.
Yes, I heard already. If you saw what's on my monitor here, you might not be so happy. Have you seen all the new protocols? Test, and more test. Cleaning, and more cleaning. We have the cleanest ships in the industry and now we'll have more cleaning. I need to get the entire team to explain to all crew before they come back to our ships. They will have 10,000 questions. Let me be straightforward with you, Matt. I am so happy to have you and your team here to help lead the team to yet another victory. If we all use our imagination, what a sensation this will turn out to be.
Hi guys. Wow. That was great. I'm Edward from Brazil. And I am your assistant cruise director. As you may have guessed, I once played professional soccer. You may wonder why I'm standing in this stadium. Soccer is a team sport. And to all of us here today on this journey, believe that every person on the team counts. What you have just seen is real things and real people. Now, calm down. Now more than ever it is time for all seafarers to play as one winning team. If we do not play as one team, there is no way we can win against Mr. COVID-19. In our follow-up videos, Happy Seafarers team and myself will guide you in an understandable way. While we may have a bit of fun, rest assured we are very serious in our message. The team and I are here for your success and we do not plan to lose. And now, please welcome your cruise director, Matt.
Thank you, Eduardo. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we hope you enjoyed this brief video introduction on getting ready to go back to the ship. Our future videos will cover some serious items. Be sure to watch us on YouTube every week for a new post. The upcoming videos will have very important information for your return. Please subscribe us on YouTube and hit the notification bell to be the first to see the new videos when released. One more thing, call all your cruise line friends and have them do the same. These videos are for all crew members. Don't miss out. And now help me welcome Ratna, our Vice President of Operations.
Thank you, Matt. As your Vice President of Operation, we will need the full cooperation of all seafarers to support the efforts of the entire team. One person does not do this alone, and we all must show the industry that we matter. There are more than 200,000 crew members and more than 1.7 million seafarers in the world. Seafarers touch more than 90% of the world's population one way or another. We all make a difference. We are one. Now let's show them who we really are. Please welcome Nurse Judy.
Our cleaning measures will be stronger than ever, masks must be worn, and social distancing will be observed. We need you to take care of yourself and those around you as if your job depended on it. And in reality, it does. Help us, help you. And now, welcome Dr. Nyoman.
And yes, I'll be watching very closely for every sniffle and sneeze. Be sure, if you feel bad in any way, come see me, Judy and the team. We are here to protect you the best that we can. So it is important that you watch every single video and share with your friend. Give it a like too if you can, so that we know we are doing a good job. Ladies and gentlemen, your sports director, Marcos.
Thank you, Doctor. Guys, we must stay healthy and strong. Rely on this team as we all are stronger together. Exercise every day and keep your body healthy. As you join us next week, you will meet a lot of new friends and characters joining us every week on the MS Happy Seafarer. It's going to be exciting. Let's do this. Now, it's Taylor's turn.
One last thing, my fellow brothers and sisters. Many of us, including myself, have been in this business 5, 10, 15, even as much as 20 years. It's our home. Sometime more than the home we call home in our countries. We have only one chance to get this right. I, the company, and all your fellow seafarers are counting on each one of us. God bless us all, everyone.
Hold on 1 minute, we forgot one thing. Hey, I'm Tickle, your personal guard dogs. You may have seen this creepy little, unwanted guest sneaking around. His name is COVID-19. Don't let his sleazy smile fool you. I need to warn you strongly about him, and I'll have a lot more information in later videos on how to avoid him. But for now my time is short and I have to run. Please stay tuned here and stay away from Mr. COVID-19. I and the team will have more information on the ways he wants to prevent your return to the ship. Stay with us here for the latest updates. Bye.
All right. right, guys, we hope you enjoyed it. That's the first in a series of videos. Please let us know in the comments what you thought about the video. We would love to hear your comments. We got a lot more coming, so please keep us updated there. As we say, we're going to be pushing a lot of those to YouTube. Do we have any more questions?
Yeah,
Armando's here.
We have one question here. As right now we are going through this hard time, and many people are thinking to give up. And the question is addressing to him, like if he any moment on his career, in which moment is that you think about to give up?
Well, 2005, when I get traded from the Cleveland Indians to the Minnesota Twins, I do not remember one day that was a good day for me. And every day I thought I'm gonna get released or they're gonna send me back home. And that was a very scary moment. But one thing that I keep in my heart, I will not quit. It doesn't matter how difficult it is. And I remember that I almost cried every night after the game because it was a failure after failure and failure. But I stayed committed with myself. And 2 years later, after that struggle time, I was in the higher level of professional baseball.
2 years later?
2 years later.
It's not 2 days after that. It's just 2 years. It's like, it's a quite a good time. Like,
yeah.
So do you remember that feelings that you had? The reason what I'm saying, I remember one guy from Malaysia, he called me, he was on the ship, he just got on the ship, like he was on the probation time. Probation time is 90 days. When you got on the ship, 90 days in the probation time, learning the ship's protocols, understanding the things. And he was struggling a lot, how the culture into the ship, and he was about to quit. And maybe if he had the same drive as you had, because sometimes life is not fair, right? You agree with that?
Absolutely, yes. I mean, sometimes you work hard, and because you work hard in your mind, you think you deserve and you're gonna get what you work for. But the reality is that's not the truth. And when you work hard, you dedicate yourself, and you don't get what you're supposed to get. If you still have an opportunity, it's your responsibility to keep trying, because it's going to happen if you do not quit.
We have a lot of people waiting to get promoted. A lot of people want to raise the position really quick, sometimes without even the right knowledge. But some of them are ready. Some of them can see on the environment that they are the best. And sometimes they end up watching their co-worker go first than them, which is lower level, and they feel frustrated about. Have this happened with you?
Yes, it happened to me. It happened to a lot of athletes. But the most important thing is in baseball, we teach, do not try to control what you cannot. Control yourself, control your action, control your thought. And if you stay with that, you are going to have a better chance to go through whatever situation you're facing right now.
Wow.
And I think that leads into our next Maritime Challenge, right? The gentleman who is speaking as, well, he is a crew member, correct?
Oh, yes, he is. Yeah, this is a good, this guy, he's telling how he's overcoming this hard time. He worked at Carnival Cruise Line, he's a galley steward, and he's telling his daily activities, his habits, to keep his mind strong and, you know, kind of going through this in order to, maybe in 2 years, I don't hope that it's too long like this, but maybe soon, like 6-7 months, he can go back to the ship and then enjoy his life again. So let's take advantage of this point right now and watch our Maritime Challenge.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Adi Wirawan. I'm from Sragen, Central Java in Indonesia. Well, in this beautiful day, I'm gonna tell you about my daily activity in this quarantine at home. It's already 3 AM now. It's time for pre-dawn meal. In this fasting season,
a few moments later.
After I clean my room, I will continue to do some exercise. Even a lot of people between us want to be lazy in this quarantine at home. Actually, we need to move and do some exercise for our immune. If we have a strong immune, virus including COVID-19 will be resisted by overcome COVID-19 can begin with a healthy life. First, we can start by drinking 8 glasses of water every day. Second, sleep 8 hours a night. Third, if forced to leave the house, stay safe using a mask. And make it habit to wash your hands after doing activities. Make it a habit to eat fruits and vegetables. Automatica helps to maintain your healthy. And then praying Maghrib. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope this video is useful for you. Bye.
Good. So Armando, Mohammed is one of Carnival crew members that probably has been repatriated back home, as the cruise line is facing this unique time, and thousands of crew members has been repatriated back home, and some of them is doing like him. I think he's doing well. I don't know what you think about it. I think he's doing well. He's trying to keep himself, positive. Some people are crossing arms, waiting. Some people are not even getting the documentation ready, as we recommend you guys here. So this happened in your industry as well. So what happened with the players during this time?
Well, yeah, I mean, as we all go through this situation with the pandemic, we've been forced to send all the players back home, different part of the world, different part of the United States, but we stay committed to them. So as a staff, we provide for them weekly and a daily days that how important it is to stay committed. Because if you choose to acting as a victim, at the end, when we come back to our reality, what we're looking for, you're not gonna be part of this success. So our player, it was difficult for them to stay motivated, but it was our commitment to find a way and thought and challenge for them how important it is to stay committed to yourself. Because when the whole thing ended, you will realize it was worth it. The commitment and the sacrifices to stay in shape, to keep working on your skill and all that.
So the expectation is always like the players, they must keep performing, they must keep doing something, right? So
Absolutely.
In order to, when everything comes back to normal, they be in a higher level to go back to play again.
Absolutely, yes. I remember the last word when we had the conference call with the players. Our boss said, there is no excuse if you not come back on shape. Because we gave you everything according of your access, resources, and situation what you're going through in your home, but you still can train. You still can develop yourself because it's a mindset.
You know what this also leads into? We keep telling that all of our participants out there, right? Go home, continue to practice your English, right? Because you can go home and you can get, again, back into the habit of speaking Bahasa, which is your language, or it may be Thai, it may be from Myanmar, wherever, right? You're around all family members. And I see a lot of the chats here. Again, when you go back to the ship, they're going to say English, English, English. So please continue to practice your English, communicate in English, because when you get back to the ship, all the new protocols will be in English. And you coming from a Spanish-speaking country, did it take you? Do you find that difficult?
It was very difficult.
Yeah.
But again, like I said, commitment.
Right.
The first time I came to the States, I didn't speak any word except good morning. And but being able to speak both language and being able to work in both language, it was the dedication that I understood
right
when I was 20 years old, how important is communication.
Exactly. And English, right? So, I mean,
Absolutely,
unfortunately,
yes.
whether it may be my national language, but it's the world's communication language.
It is,
So guys, when you send us comments, again, understand, please put them in English. That would be great for us. When you're on our YouTube, our Facebook page, let's practice our English here. right? Communicate with us in English so we can pass on those to everyone else.
Yeah.
Right?
For all you guys in Indonesia, in Myanmar, Thailand, Vietnam, Nepal, Bangladesh, Italy, Brazil, Colombia, Argentina, you guys all over the world. So we are very thankful to have you guys here, you know, and also we appreciate you guys made some questions for Armando. As you guys, for me, I got a lot of value from him at this time. I got a lot of value because I was athlete as well. I didn't achieve the point that he achieved in his life, but I can see the same drive that he has, I had as well. And I had that time and brought me here. And I believe if you guys have the word that he was mentioned over and over, commitment, is going to help you go through this and go through any obstacle that comes in the future in your life. I think this word you are mentioning a lot, commitment with yourself, commitment with your family, commitment with your nationality, because one day you are just a little boy or a little girl, like people watching us right now, right? A little girl, a little boy, have a dream back there in Dominica. And after like 20 years, 25, how many total time?
20 years.
20 years, here you are, young, right? Still young. And now coaching people, helping people develop their dreams. And also right now, we are very thankful, CTI, to have you here and add value to our crew. You know, they are at home thinking about to give up. As he was saying, guys, do never give up. You know, commit yourself. No matter if you, right now, you don't have any money, whatever. You use your mind, go do something. We already post videos here, how to work from home. And he was talking about that he as a coach, they give source to the players so they can keep practicing. And we as an agents, every week we have this live here. We also give you guys a lot of videos that you can go to YouTube and watch. We have our office that you guys can be in touch with them anytime through email, phone call, WhatsApp. So you guys have the source, right? You guys have the source. Now you need to commit yourself and go do, because the opportunity is right here in front of you.
You know, we'd also like to say a very big thank you to everybody in the Dominican Republic. We know a lot of people tuned in just because he's here, and we're glad to have you guys there. To the moms, the dads, the brothers, the sisters, all the people who live in Dominica, we welcome you to our team. We'd also like to thank a very big thank you to Odie, as I mentioned earlier, who spent hours and hours and hours on the back to ship video. He and I talked many hours, day and night. So Odie, thank you for your great work there. And also thank you to Henrique, right, who actually ended up putting it all together. So, you know, all the pieces fit together. We thank everybody for that. Our entire team who took part of that, right? I believe that we're running out of time here, right?
Yeah.
So to all of those who joined us today, happy Friday, happy weekend, a safe memorial. I know they held a big thing today in New York for 9/11. So God bless all of those people and their relatives. For me, thank you for watching. For Armando, thank you for being here. It was such a great pleasure to have him here. To Eduardo as well, you know, we're such a good team here that everybody works together. We hope that our message to you is very clear. Motivation, desire, passion. These are the kind of things that you must have inside. So for me, have a great weekend.
Yeah, great weekend, guys. It was very valuable having Armando here. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, thank you, Robert. Thank you, Eduardo. And I really appreciate all of you.
All right, guys. Have a great weekend. God bless.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.